awesome.
There's a story, so probably most of you have heard this song before, but I didn't realize that there was such an interesting story that goes with it, so I'm going to run through it pretty quick. Okay. So this is the story of Maui, who was a sort of a demigod, and Maui was a terrible fisherman, and his brothers didn't let him forget it. So one day he wanted to prove them wrong, that he could fish something special, so he made himself a very special fish hook, and his mother gave him a bird to use as bait. So he went out into the ocean with his brothers in their fishing boat, and he made them go deep, deep into the ocean, and dropped in this special hook, which got trapped in the mouth of something called Old One Tooth. And then he told his brothers to paddle as fast and as hard as they could, but not to look back. And one of them looked back, so consequently he was pulling out Hawaii, and that's why Hawaii is in pieces, instead of being one big landmass. So the first verse is about that, and also it includes a story about the sun. So there's a couple of Hawaiian words, so I'll explain those too. So Maui noticed that his mother put out her kapa, which is fabric she made out of shrubs and stuff, and it was damp. And every night she had to take it in wet, because the sun just didn't shine long enough. So he noticed that then she had to do it again, day after day. So he went and watched the sun and saw that it went to the top of the big mountain called, we climbed? Haleakala. We didn't climb, we drove up. Haleakala. So he went to the top of Haleakala. His mother and grandmother gave him a bunch of special ropes they made, and his grandma had given him a battle axe made with stone, and he got a noose made from his sister's hair. And as the sun climbed Haleakala, he started grabbing, he snared and broke off the different beams of the sun. And then when he was ready to break off the last sunbeam, the sun got pissed off and they struck a deal, and they said that part of the year the sun would shine longer than other parts. So that's all, believe it or not, in the first verse, and the word is
verses, right?
Yeah, no, there's only two. So the next verse, it's about Ale, the mud hen, that had the secret of ahi, which is fire. And he would only let people use it in the hale kuke, which is the cookhouse or the kitchen, if Maui and all of his brothers always went out fishing together. But Maui hated fishing. So he tricked the Ale, but he made a sort of a dummy of himself. And his brothers went out, and soon he was able to grab the Ale by the neck, and he convinced him somehow to give him the secret, which Bob will sing about, the secret of fire for all the people. And after he was tricked many times, he finally gave Maui the secret, and before he let the bird go, Maui took a fire stick and rubbed it all over Ale's head, and all the feathers fell off, and that's why mud hens apparently are bald to this day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
See, are you satisfied?
Longer than the song.
Yeah, it is.
He fished out the island with a magic hook. There would have been more, but somebody looked. Oh, the morning sky, the sun he entwined, slowed down its flight so copper could try. Yeah, mischievous, marvelous, magical Maui, hero of this land, the one, the only, the ultimate Hawaiian Superman. Mischievous, marvelous, magical Maui, Hawaiian Superman. He found that Ali had the fire connection, but his plan of deception fell far from perfection. Without a choice, he had to get mean. So he